I'm not 100% sure, but everybody, including yourself, should check in with ibaworldtour.com, or we'll make sure that we get that out
Okay.
on not only ibaworldtour.com, but on our Facebook page as well as the Twitter page.
So
So make
there's no
sure you check
inside
those,
comments.
and on YouTube. You,
Okay.
YouTube will give you the visuals, and YouTube.com. There you have it.
There you go. Follow them. YouTube.com/IBA World Tour. I'm actually a channel
Subscriber.
subscriber as
Yeah.
well. So if you
I
want to be
think
my friend.
every bodyboarder in the world should create a YouTube account just to
Oh,
subscribe to
definitely.
us.
You know, the guys that are working behind the scenes here for the videos, it's just, they're top grade. You know, they're the best guys that can be doing it for the World Tour. So, those vids are made by the best guys, and you'd be stupid not to check them out every day.
All right, so who do we got right now in heat number 12, round number 2?
All right, we got Jeff, current number 1 on the leaderboard this year. He's got 2 wins under his belt. Then we got Magno, and the rider now from Reunion, I'm going to say Yawn, getting deep in the pit. Could get some dessert off the end here, Manny. Nice little Rolo. Yeah, it's just like the local boys surf. You know, you can tell they're in tune with the waves, so they'll be real comfortable out here. Here goes Magno. No, it wasn't Magno, it was Sergio. Not a bad roll. It's funny, you know, like the last ride was totally different than that. That was more of a closeout, and he's done a big move. It'd be interesting to see how the judges actually decipher those 2 waves. You know, the local guy, Jon, actually rode that wave from start to end where he sort of took off on a closeout. There's something I did in my heat as well where, you take off and you can see one section and get through it. So, 2 different ways. It's really cut out for the judges today. So here we go. Here's Sergio's wave again.
Little late going through the lip, but still able to pull off that big extended roll right there. So
the waves actually look, pretty sizey on. Here goes Jeff. No doubt he's lining up something here.
Oh,
yes.
His
Look
timing is
flow.
like no other.
That is, that's textbook kind of invert right there.
Dallas, try to decipher what is the difference between his timing and that of Sergio's. Let's take another look at Jeff.
Just, hitting it nice and, not too early, but not too late for the wave to kind of come over the top of him. Yeah, it's really perfect. He's got plenty of speed too, so he knows when it's going to throw him out. There seems to be a lot of waves ridden in this. Magno just come running into that. But yeah, Jeff's just one of those guys that can time it really well, and that's how you get a lot of air. And he's 60 kilos as well, so he can really throw himself.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's probably caught in the wind out there, so
that might have helped.
Actually work in his favour, yeah. But he's a champion rider, and that's the kind of stuff Grom should be looking at and trying to strive towards because he's one of the best.
Well, we just got word from the managing director of the IBA Tour that on our YouTube account, we're actually going to put the heat by heat videos. So if you want to go back and check out, Jeff Hubbard again on his aerial maneuver, you can check that out. And, it's going to be sick to add that into our YouTube account. But
exactly.
Jeff Hubbard.
Be good for us, too. Just check out a heat, see where we went wrong and where we went right.
Jeff Hubbard, the man.
There he is. All-American.
Currently, your 2011 IBA World Tour leader, Jeff Hubbard. So taking a look at this one, it is Magno Oliveira on a right-hander.
Yeah, one of those sneaky little rides that guys are starting to look at now. Magno's got a good bowl here. Should be able to.
A
bit unlucky there with the lip lean on his back, but that'll be one of his scoring rides for the first half of this heat, and I think he'd be pretty happy with that. He's going to charge back out though, and he might even get an inside position there.
So how shallow is that right-hand area?
I'm not sure. Manny, I haven't gone right here yet. I had a quick surf here when we first got here, and it was like a lot of lefts. The swell direction was a bit different, so you didn't get the chance to go right. But that's just as good as any of the lefts I've seen today.
Magno coming off the bottom right there and looking at for the section and goes for a big roll. I thought he was going to do maybe an ARS or a backflip, but playing it safe. Nice big clean roll right there for Magno. Kind of scary on the landing, actually.
Kind of scary, yeah, because it's landed on his back. If he did a flip, he'd probably be out a bit further, and 9 times out of 10 in a free surf, he would have done that. So it's the first 5 minutes of heat. He wants to just get his wave sorted and then, play on top of that, get his card sorted. But, that wave is okay. We'll wait for the scores to drop in.
Yeah, the judges have their work cut out for them after that major wave exchange going down right there. From pretty much every rider now has scores under their belt. So you're looking at, more action. That is why Magno again on the right.
Is that Magno again? He's getting keen. He's that probably wasn't that smart of him right there, but we've seen Jeff go left. Let's snap a little reverse there. And can I drop the score?
Yeah, looks like Jeff Hubbard's first wave.
8.9.
Yep.
You know, that was just a single move wave, done it perfectly, got the scores for it, really high score there. You know, all the judges seeing it that it was a high score and judged accordingly. But Magno's really getting busy out there.
Yeah, he is. He's already got 3 waves in the first, 5 minutes of the heat.
Yeah, he's got to watch his wave count, actually. You only get 10 waves per heat, so...
So this is heat number 12, round number 2, out in the water, Jeff Hubbard, and this guy in white, Brazilian, Magno Oliveira. Magno Oliveira, very technical, very clean rider, somebody who we should always keep an eye out because he can just come out exploding and take over heat like no other.
And you've seen that at the box this year. He managed to get to second. And what a lot of people don't know is that he missed his first heat,
Exactly.
first round heat. So there's a lot of work to get to second place. So that in itself is amazing. So he's a dangerous rider, and you never know kind of what he's thinking as well.
This kid is dangerous. I mean, he's coming out of nowhere. Sergio Alonso from Venezuela, coming through the trials in the last few events and pretty much making a name for himself on this world tour.
Yeah, well, I mean, I actually stayed with him a few nights in Portugal. I didn't know who the kid was. I thought he maybe worked for the IBA. He was like the guy giving out the rashies.
Careful.
And then I was watching him in a heat and he beat me. So like,
nice.
You gotta watch out for these guys because this World Tour is really bringing out riders that you've never even heard of from countries that you've probably never been to. So it just goes to show bodyboarding's world class and it's right around the globe.
So you got to be a little bit more careful on who you think the help is and who's going to beat you in a heat.
Yeah, and he's got a unique style too, where he can bust some big moves and get some scores really easily. So, is this Magno again?
Yep, Magno's on fire. I mean, well, he's catching a ton of waves, and here he is coming around the bottom. Nice air roll spin right there for Magno, making it look way easy. I thought he was too late to do anything, but he punches through the lip, pulls off an air roll spin. Nice, clean move. Magno Oliveira.
Yep. Oh, here comes Jeff into focus here, looking for another one of those ramps. Magno probably wanted to do that in that last ride he got. He probably thought about it the whole time, like, oh, man, why didn't I do a flip on that? And he got the left and managed to do it on a worse section.
Yep.
So, he probably regrets that first wave, but that would have scored pretty well for him.
Let's take another look right here. Looks like Magno. Talk us through this.
He's just tucking up the top. You don't want to release right when you get to see the section, so you get, maximum speed off your bottom turn. So that's coming up. It's a bit of under the lip kind of thing, but he managed to get, nice projection out of it. Bounces around.
Actually, a perfect bounce.
Yeah, that was a perfect bounce.
Johan Florentin in blue, the Reunion Island local, pulls in deep. Is he going to make it out? No! He just got annihilated, just absolutely exploded upon Johan Florentin. What happened?
He's a local. He needs to go for it hard. He probably seen that it was a bit of a sketchy wave when he took off. But, if you can come through the doggy door, as we call it, when you come straight through a closeout off a barrel, he would have got the points. But, he's just going all out. He's got nothing to lose. He's a local guy, probably his first big event he's ever been to. And, just trying to mix it up with these guys. Jeff's running on an 8-9, and what else do you do?
Well, I mean, Sergio and Johan still kind of far behind right now, but you know what? 16 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this heat, so still plenty of time for Johan and Sergio to make a last-minute charge.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you see Magno scored a 5.9 for that last flip, so, better than his roll. He got another 0.9 on top of that, so he's sitting on, a 10-point average. And he can improve on that with 16 minutes to go. The other two guys, they got their work cut out for him, but they're nowhere near out of the race yet.
So, question for you.
Question time.
Yes.
What do you got for me?
I'm a Grom in a local town down the beach. How do I get to the level of the top 24?
I guess it's just, loving it to the point where you don't care whether you get knocked out in an event. You don't care if you're not the best amongst your friends. You're there every day and you're enjoying it for everything it is. I used to watch bodyboarding videos before I went to school every day, like not because I thought I had to, it's because I wanted to, and it's really just got to love the sport. And, you got guys like Jeff, who's been around for a long time. He's got that same kind of froth as he was when he was 18, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So, if you love it enough and you want to just pursue it and you want to live it, it's really just living it more than anything. It's not a job, it's just, it's your life, especially for the 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the best advice I can give. Like, just love it, and if you enjoy it enough and you don't want to do anything else, it's almost too easy. You know yourself, when you were young and you're riding professional level, it's it's something that you enjoy doing. You're going to do it regardless of getting paid. So
Yeah. I'll take it. Nice answer.
yeah, went into too much depth. Here goes Magno. He's going to get that chance for the flip again.
Oh,
there you go.
My.
That's what he wanted to do the first
He's
time.
not done yet.
No, he's not. You know, that's going to score so much better than his roll. He really put the chips down there, and, you know, that's going to score, you know, well over 6 points.
That right-hander seeming it's turning on.
Yeah,
Whoa, wait a second.
That's Sergio, is it? No, it's Johan, the local boy.
Wow, just falling out of the sky. Johan Florentin, the Reunion Island local in the blue jersey.
Well, I haven't seen half of that, but I'm guessing that was probably bigger than Magno's because it seemed like he was dropping.
Serious wave exchange going on here, and Sergio Alonso building up as much speed. Look at this section.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought he was going to get slammed on that landing, but it seems like he did all right. You know, I think maybe the local boy might got the best out of that exchange, Benny. And I guess the judges are all kind of conversing about what went on in that last couple of seconds. Just you know, each rider getting a really nice wave. Magno scores, waiting the drop for that first flip on the right. And like you said, the rights look like they're starting to turn on a little bit. When you look at it from shore, it's like a definite left, but you know, you watch on the screen here, and there's little rights there too.
Are the rights? Are you able to locate the rights, or are you just lucky paddling out?
I think it's more of a luck thing. I'm guessing that Magno, see here, he's really taken off from the peak, and he must have looked for the rights here, but
big air roll spin, textbook right there.
Just dropping the bat tail in the back there. Might have helped him get around, but he goes, what? Is that Magno again?
Magno is one of those machines, the Brazilian machines that have, I don't know, some like a energy reserve that they just pull out whenever they need a ton of energy, because these guys are paddling 25 minutes straight, and this is Magno's second time out in the water, so physically fit he is.
Well, Magno's waiting for, you know, I think that was wave number 7, possibly, number 6, and there's 30 minutes to go. It's only halfway through the heat, so he's just got to put the chill on, know exactly what scores he got. He's sitting on a 5.9 and a 5 at the moment, not including his last one, and you know, he's just going to sit there, wait for the waves, use priority. I mean, I'm not going to tell him what to do. He's doing all right himself. So.
Well, let's take a look. Currently, we are in Heat 12, round number 2, and Jeff Hubbard, he won his first heat.
Here he goes.
Round number 1. Here's Jeff Hubbard up and riding right now.
Yeah, it looks like a real windy one. He must have seen something down the line that we haven't, because they are reforming. No, it's not kind of turning out for him. Probably a bad wave choice there, I'd guess. But, you know, he's turned around, probably going to cop this one on the head.
So, again, Jeff Hubbard winning his first heat, and it was Magno getting third in his first heat. Johan Florentin got third, and Sergio Alonso got fourth in their previous heats, respectively.
Yep.
So, Sergio, uphill battle if he wants to advance on to round number 4.
Yeah. You know, he's saying there, he got a 6.8 for that invert just earlier. Those scores have dropped for those last 3 waves for white, blue, and yellow. So, like I said, you know, Johan, the local boy, got the best of that exchange with that flip on the left that we've kind of seen half of. 8.25.
All right, you know what? Sorry to cut you off, but we do have Shaggy with the winner of the last heat. Shaggy, where are you at?
Shaggy.
Thanks, Manny. I'm standing down here with Mark McCarthy, the winner of the last heat. Butty, congratulations on that win. Nice to get a win after getting 4th in your first round heat.
Yeah, it's a very stressful day. After that first heat, getting in 4th, I know I needed to get a 1st or a 2nd to at least still be alive to make it to the next round. So it's not the game. The stress is far from not over, but I know at least I need a 1st or a 2nd tomorrow.
You did a great invert on that right. Do you want to talk us through that?
Yeah, I mean, I had my first 3 waves all bunkers, and I was able to get a little barrel on the left, and then on the right, I found a little right with like 3-4 minutes left. So I know if I didn't land the move, that I would have definitely come 3rd or 4th. So I just had to bank on that right, and it just popped up for me. I'm very lucky. There's not many rights out there, and there are a few, but it's a long wait, and I was just very lucky there was one for me.
It looks pretty shallow on the inside there. How shallow was it?
Oh, it's very shallow. When I pulled out after my invert, I was pretty much ankle deep, and sea urchins everywhere.
Oh, not nice, not nice. Well, congratulations. You can go relax now, and see you tomorrow for round 3.
Thanks, Shaggy. Cheers.
Back to you, Manny.
All right, Mark McCarthy just pretty much putting it all on the table for you. It's shallow, ton of sea urchins, and you just got to be careful out there.
Something to get used to on the IBA World Tour.
Exactly.
Sadly to say, but you know, you're going to get used to that sort of thing. And I know Mark wouldn't have been thinking about the urchins on that invert. He came up with the score, and the smile on his face is, you know, the telltale that everything's worth it in the end when you come in on the shore. So, you know, like you said, that's a hard thing to do, come back from fourth and getting a great result on your second round, especially on the same day because, you know, you're still thinking about your last heat and
Yeah,
you can really turn around. So, I mean, that's a testament of the guy.
All right, looks like we may have some waves coming in out the back. Is anyone in position is the question. Taking a look, we are watching exactly what you're watching, so standing by. Looks like a perfect little left on the outside, a little bumpy,
he's
and it
wide.
is Jeff Hubbard dropping in.
He's not in priority, and he's just taken off right on the side there, and he could turn out all right for him. He's just a little rail exchange there, and he's waiting for a lip.
Whoa!
Are you kidding me?
Oh!
He could land that. You don't know. Druck some monkey grip on. I'm sure the judges are waiting to see if he pops up through the back, but not a bad effort. He goes, you're on the local boy. Oh,
Oh my!
that was sick. Yeah, that's one of the best. I think that's that's in the nines for sure. That was insane. Yawn.
Wow,
Where did this
incredible.
guy come from? You got some background, Matty?
I know he's from Reunion Island. He is one
Okay.
of the wild cards that were, they take a couple of local guys to
Yep.
come in as wild cards, and obviously they made the right choice with this kid, Johan Florentin.
Not a bad. I'm just looking at the heat rounds here to see if I've got him in tomorrow, but yeah, no, he looks like he shreds. I've seen him do a similar thing in his first heat when he done a little air reverse off a really tough section. So here's Jeff again.
There's another look at Jeff Hubbard's wave. It looked like there was nothing forming up for him, and then all of a sudden you see this quick turn
Big lip.
right up the face, and in perfect timing again, going for an air roll spin, but lands in the most critical part of the wave, and the
Yeah.
wave just falls on top of him and knocks him off
It's
his board.
unlucky. You know, he's sitting on 8.9, so he's feeling looser. And, he can go for stuff like that. You know, at the start of the heat, he would have done a roll, guaranteed. So you seen him kind of roll over. It was almost like a late ARS. He goes, Sergio? No?
Sergio
Yeah,
Alonso
Sergio.
looking for a section. Little late,
Drop a
still
little
able to
bit.
get some projection off of the lip and tweaks his
Not bad.
aerial maneuver.
You know, he's got a 6.8 for that last invert he did, so that probably scored maybe a little bit better. But yeah, back to here we go. Back to that invert. He's taken off on the less quality waves, but it's actually working in his favour, Manny, because he's getting these end bowls where they are scoring. I've seen Jake earlier in the day get a 9 for an invert off a closeout, so definitely worth looking at those ones, even though a lot of the guys on the inside with priority probably won't look at them. Yeah,
Another beautiful day in Reunion Island. Welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in, this is the Nissan Reunion Island Bodyboard Pro, brought to
Nissan.
you by Continental. Dallas Singer and myself, Manny Vargas, giving you the live feed from another beautiful competition day here in Reunion Island. The
Yep.
spot, Les Arches.
Les Arches, which means the archer
Yes.
in English. So my broken, not Spanish, French, can
Oui.
decipher that. But it's right on the point. It's right on the outside of this island where it picks up a lot of the elements. You'll see the wind's pretty strong today, and it's not really protected from that. But on the other hand, you get a lot more swell. So nowhere on the island's going to have this much swell today. And I think that's one of the reasons they've gone with this break is because it's heavy, and the guys are always going to get something to surf. So that's really important with these 7-day waiting periods.
All right. So yes, the man himself, the local, the wild card for the Reunion Island crew,
What does he drop?
Johan Florentin, actually coming in pretty solid on his last wave.
9.6, is it?
A 9.75.
Oh,
You were
it was
close.
close.
You were close. So Johan Florentin's last wave coming in pretty solid at a 9.75. Look at this guy, Ben Player, coming up next.
Check that profile out. Benny. Slaying for his next heat, totally casual.
So
Yeah,
Ben
but-
Player, I mean, is he really focused, or is he just is it a front?
No, it's no front, I'm afraid to say, Manny. He's smiling. He knows he's done this plenty of times before. He's surfed 1,000 heats in the past, so it's just everyone's got their own little thing going on. So, yeah, Benny knows what to do out there. Don't know what he got in the first heat, but, everyone wants a first. That's what they get out there for.
Well, currently out in the water, heat number 12, round number 2. Currently
Wow.
just dominating right now that heat with an 8.25 and a 9.75. Almost unreachable, but Jeff Hubbard is in this heat, so anything's
He's in
possible.
it. Only just. Everyone else has comboed in this heat. Unfortunately, Magno and Sergio got a lot more work to do in this last 5.5 minutes, but
Oh,
Jeff
no.
probably felt pretty happy about how he was going.
Magno
Yeah.
Olivetta coming around the corner right here,
He's
around
not
this
gone
section.
yet.
Oh, another air roll spin,
Might
I
have dropped the
believe.
tail there. No, he's popped out through the front.
pulls
So
it off.
unfortunately, at the start of the heat, that would have been a great wave, but we've seen so much happen. And I don't know if you've seen Johan's one before, or maybe even Jeff's invert, but he probably knows he's got to do maybe even more than that.
Another look right here of Magno's wave, bottom turning around the section, sees the lip where he wants to go through, punches through the lip, and goes for an L-roll spin and
There he
pulls
goes,
it off.
Danger Man, local boy. Just little rail exchange. It doesn't really matter what happens on this side of the wave. It's just waiting for something to drop. Looks like he sees something down the line. You've
Looks
done
like the wind is taking it. Wait a
advantage of
second.
it. Well, there you go. That's probably the best he's going to get on that wave. He's sitting on an 18, so, unless Jeff drops in the 9.1, I think he needs, he's pretty safe in that first position with 4 to go.
Unbelievable. The lowest scoring wave in this heat is a 5.15 from Jeff Hubbard.
Yeah.
And just a couple heats ago, that was the total combined score of some of the riders. So
I'm glad to see, I'm glad I'm in the booth in this heat because this is one of the most exciting heats I've seen. People win in heats with 13.65 that Magna's on. He's coming fourth in this heat. So.
Exactly.
So
Very
he must
high
be rolling
scoring.
his eyes going, what's happening here? The local boys just absolutely ripped it up.
Yeah,
That reverse, he did it so easy, Manny.
Yeah, check this out. We do have the latest scoring right now. You just saw it switch live on your screen as well. Winning, still charging first place, Johan Florentin from Reunion Island. And Jeff Hubbard in second place. Well, wait a second. There's the change. Boom.
Bang!
Magno Oliveira in second, taking away that second place spot from Jeff Hubbard with that last wave of a 6.6. So Jeff Hubbard needs a 9.11 for first and a 5.45 for second.
Well, Jeff's really got in the cooker now. I think he would have been pretty calm going into that last, that delayed ARS that he did earlier. It was huge. If he got the score, it would have been mental. But, he probably felt comfortable with an 8, 9, and a 5. And now he's really got to turn it around. It'll be interesting to see what he's going to get up to here.
Seamus Makem out there on the back seat of the jet ski. So Seamus bringing us the water view shot. So here's a great view. Look at the landscape as well.
Yeah, it's
the
beautiful.
mountain goes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Even to the left of that, you see these crazy cracks through the middle of the island. It's just apparently that's where the offshore winds come through the morning, and it's pretty mental. I haven't been up there yet, but after this comp finishes, I wouldn't mind checking out. There's a waterfall up there and stuff. So.
Have you been to the waterfalls or anywhere yet?
No.
Okay.
I've seen tons of pictures. It's just get this out of the road, and we can go do some tiki tours.
Look at this, Jeff Hubbard up and riding,
What does
live
he need?
action, coming around the section, a little bumpy, and
Oh.
decides to cut out of that way. But
Little
Dallas,
frustrating.
I'm going to try to put it on the to-do list for all the riders. I went to this waterfall yesterday with absolutely the clearest water I've ever been
No
in.
kidding.
It was insane. Look at this, Jeff Hubbard back to the live
Wants that
action.
5.4. He needs a 5.45, and he's just, he knows he doesn't need much. Doesn't need much to get that score. He knows that. Maybe just a small flip on the inside, but those 2 waves just didn't do anything for him. And Sergio's on something dangerous, very dangerous.
Uh-oh, look at
Not that
this.
bad,
What's
but
he going to do?
It. He wants it.
Punches through
Oh,
the
he's
lip.
going to get some dessert. No, he did really well on that. That's going to really solidify his second place. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Sergio Alonso coming all the way to the inside. 7.41 is what he needs on that wave to jump into that second place spot. So will he get that? I don't know. Let's take another look right
I
now.
think he might. We could see Jeff go from first to fourth.
Look at this. We just saw Sergio Alonso's last wave.
That's commitment. That section's not easy to hit, and he's just punched straight through that. He's a little guy. He's only like 50 kilo. It looks like to me. So, he's just gone with that. Full of confidence, and he's got the score.
So Sergio Alonso putting it on laying everything he had on the inside section, and the inside section delivered, waiting for that last score to drop from Sergio Alonso in yellow. So a few people scattered along the shoreline there, but a lot of people in the shades off to the side.
Yeah, man. I didn't really realize the full scope of the crowd until I was actually out there, and I kind of turned around. I was like, wow, there's a lot of people here, because there's a lot of trees to the left, and there's a lot of other stuff to the right, so they're all sort of scattered along the front there.
Yeah.
And you can get good angles of the wave the whole entire beach.
Yeah, this place is a very good choice on the venue for the Reunion Island Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by
There you
Nissan
go.
and Continental. Look at the water.
Manny, Sergio's just moved from fourth to second with that one wave.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
He's got a 7.9, exactly what he needed. So, we've seen Jeff go from second to third to fourth here, and He still only needs a 5.9 to get to that first place, but there's only 12 seconds remaining.
Oh my, look at this
Here we go,
right-hander.
Matt.
Oh, not much there for
Last
Magnum.
10 seconds, we're going to see something from Jeff or what?
Oh my, this is the most waves caught in one heat,
Wow.
and some of the highest scoring in this heat. Just look at the total combined scores.
Incredible. We've
The
got 18
lowest.
points for the local boy, Yowan, with that great, I mean, that air reverse was, it was textbook almost, for 9.75, almost perfect. Then you got Sergio, the guy that I thought gave the rashes out in Portugal, but he's winning heats, so 14.85, Magno 14.35, and Jeff 14.05. So they're all within. Geez, that's heartbreaking. They're all within maybe half a point of each other. So
Unbelievable.
As,
But I mean,
Wow.
I'm counting. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was over.
how good's your multiplication?
Yeah,
'Cause I'm thinking there's at least 100 waves on the screen there.
This
Magno
is-
really got busy at the start, and then Jeff really got first 2 waves. That was Jeff scoring waves. The rest of them were just didn't fizzes. So
Wow.
you've seen Sergio really come into his prime at the end there with a 6.9 and a 7.9, and I mean Johan again. He done was it a flip earlier and then a reverse there?
So the 2 young guns taking out the 2 older guys,
Yeah,
and
really putting it in place, eh?
probably one of the most exciting heats so far.
Well, yeah,
Of
I've
the
been
event.
around all day, Manny, so I can't really comment. But I mean, that's.
Thanks, Manny. I'm down here with Johan Florentine from Reunion Island. He just won the last heat, did some amazing moves. Congratulations, Johan.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm so stoked to win that heat. Maybe it was the heat of my life, I don't know. And I want to dedicate the heat for Mathieu Schiller because we lost a friend here in Reunion, and maybe he give me his power for the heat, and I want to say him thank you, and we think about that guy each day. Thank you very much.
And now let's talk about that air reverse you did during that heat. That was huge.
Yeah, I catch a good set series, a good set wave, and I try to take the most of speed I can, and I hit the lip, not so bad, and air reverse clean, okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. Congratulations, and you're through next round.
Thank you.